John Ulzheimer is known as one of our nation's most recognized credit experts. Having worked for 28 years in the credit industry, John has become one of the most prolific speakers about credit and the go-to authority on answers to credit-related questions. Credit Countdown with John Ulzheimer.
Hello, my name is John Ulzheimer. I am a consumer credit expert. I have been in the credit industry for almost 30 years now. I've spent time at FICO, which is the company behind the FICO credit scoring system, and Equifax, which is one of the 3 recognized credit reporting agencies in the United States. So today's question has to do with credit card rewards and getting into debt. So there's a lot of criticism of credit cards, which I think is entirely unfair, because the debt people get into is very expensive. The reason I think it's unfair is because credit card debt is voluntary. No one forces you to get into credit card debt, and it's only expensive if you start carrying balances every single month and the interest rate starts to, blow up your balance. But this is something that's largely a choice by consumers. It's not something that you're forced to do. So then the question that I often get is, well, can you earn credit card rewards without getting into debt? So this question actually is more voluminous than what we see here. The real question is can you use credit cards without getting into debt and earn rewards at the same time? And the answer to the question is yes and no, depending on kind of what your perspective of debt is. And let me walk you through it, and I'll explain kind of the ins and outs of it. So first off, can you earn rewards without getting into debt? Of course you can. Why? Because a lot of credit card companies have bonuses. So if you sign up for certain types of credit cards, you may earn, 10,000 points, 50,000 miles, 100,000 whatevers. And those are bonuses for you signing up and using the card in a very minimal fashion. So certainly you can earn rewards even just by using your card initially when you open it, a very, very small amount. Some people would say that that's you getting into debt, because when you swipe a credit card, you purchase a product or a service, that purchase equals X number of dollars, and then that's the balance on your credit card for a period of time until you pay it off. So technically that is debt. The problem is it really debt? What if you would have bought that tank of gas anyways? What if you would have paid for your dry cleaning anyways? What if you would have paid for drinks at a bar anyways? Is that really debt, or is that just a choice that you made to buy something? I would argue that it's a choice that you made to buy something. I'm not sure I would call that debt just yet. So let me explain how you can actually use credit cards without getting into debt and also without having any debt appear on your credit reports. So that's going to allow you to not only use the card, benefit from the use of the card, earn rewards, stay out of debt, not pay any interest, and not hurt your credit score. So I know that's a ton of really good things that I just went over, and I'm going to explain exactly how you do it. I wrote a little chart here. It's going to be a little complicated. I need you to focus. I'm going to walk through what everything is, and then I'm going to put little stars on here to let you know when you should start doing certain things. And thankfully, we have a comment section below. And so if you don't understand what I'm about to go over, then you can add some comments, and I'll be happy to follow up with you. So every credit card has what's called a billing cycle, and the billing cycle is a 30-day period. So everything that you charge during this 30-day billing period is going to show up on your statement. The balance that's going to show up on your statement is going to be the net of new purchases, interest and fees, minus things like payments and credits applied to the card. So the net of everything that occurs in this 30-day period is going to equal some amount of money. Okay, let's just say that amount of money, just for easy math, is $1,000. So when your billing cycle ends, that's called the statement closing date. And as of this date, the credit card issuer is going to go back for the prior 30 days and they're going to determine what your balance is. And that's what's going to show up on your statement. And this is important. That's also what's going to show up on your credit report. So let's just say that as of this date, you now have $1,000. So some people would say, well, you're in $1,000 of debt. Again, that's arguable, because if you would have bought all that stuff anyways using a debit card or cash, it's not really debt. You just chose a different method of payment. You have 21 days from the statement closing date to make at least the minimum payment requirement. 21 days is now a requirement under federal law, the CARD Act, the Credit Card Accountability, Responsibility and Disclosure Act of 2009, mandated a 21-day grace period for consumer credit cards. So you have at least 21 days from the end of the statement closing, or from the end of the billing cycle, to make some sort of a minimum payment. if you only make the minimum payment, let's say that you made a, I don't know, $50 payment, well, you rolled over $950, now you're in debt. Now I would absolutely agree, this is debt because now you're gonna have to pay interest on it, you're carrying it, some lender is allowing you to be in debt, you are in fact in debt. If you make the payment in full, so let's say that you pay $1,000 sometime during this 21 days, your balance is now zero, unless you've used the card, obviously, during this period of time, and then you've run up a new balance, but that's gonna come the next month. Then you're really not in debt. You just kind of paid for things, you used the card, you wanted to earn rewards, you made a $1,000 payment, you're not in debt. Let me show you a really quick ethical credit score hack. This is what I call the ethical credit score hack. You may have noticed, hopefully you picked up on this, that I said that whatever the balance is as of the statement closing date, which is the day that your billing cycle ends, is the balance that shows up on your credit report. You can make payments on your credit card bill at any time. And you can do it right now. You can pause this video, go online to your credit card issuer, make a payment, resume this video and watch me finish my session here. You can make a payment at any time during this 30 days. If you make enough payments to pay off any balance that would be left over after the billing cycle ends, then your statement is going to have what? $0. You still got the rewards points. Nobody in their right mind could argue that you're in debt. The statement balance is zero, which means the credit report is also going to show zero, which is fantastic for your credit scores because credit scores love to see really low or no balances on credit card accounts as they're being paid on time. The grace period then becomes irrelevant to you because you don't need it. You've already made the full payment, the balance is zero, there's no additional payment that needs to be made. If you can manage your credit card like this, lather, rinse, repeat, ongoing, then your credit scores are going to be fantastic. You're going to be able to earn rewards without ever getting into a penny of debt. So again, if you have any questions, drop them in the section below. We'll talk again soon. Thanks for watching.
For more videos and credit tips from John Ulzheimer, go to www.tradelinesupply.com.